Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and this is Jen Restyle and Fashion. And today is the October live Upcycle with Jen on an early Saturday morning. And I apologize, I'm a little late. And I also did not post to let you guys know I was going live. So we'll see how this goes today. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to be working on a no-sew clutch today, as well as we're going to be taking a wool hat and covering it with denim and see how that turns out. So those are the two projects that you guys either requested, ask about, put in the comment section. And so if you put something in the comment section and say that that's what you want me to work on during the monthly live, then I'm going to try my best to work on that. So once you join, let me know you're here. Tell me where you're from. Say hello. Say good morning. Would love to hear from you and chat it up today. Excuse me, if you got questions, you can put those in the chat as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on the project. And we're going to bring in my sewing table. And let's see. Oh. All right, let's see here. Welcome. If you're just joining, we are going to get started momentarily. And we're going to work on a no-sew clutch today. And let's see. Just trying to bring my other phone in. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to try it, but no, it does. I don't think it's working. Let's see. Let's try it this way. Sorry, you guys. I should have set this one up. Here we go. We get my table on here. Give folks time. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll bring the. All right. Okay, if you're just joining, we are going to be doing a little upcycle today. It'll be fun. And then what will happen is whatever we don't finish, I will put into another video. Actually, the video that I'm recording this week is probably going to include the remainder of the project. So typically, we're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Okay. All right. Looks like we're good. Whoops. I got to mute the mic. And let's see how we're looking on the table. So when I bring my sewing table in, you'll be able to see what I'm working on. All right, so there's the sewing table. So today we're going to spend some time talking about a couple things that you guys have put in the comments. I always like to ask, what is it that you're interested in seeing me work on or upcycle, or if you want to have a discussion around something else. I am still getting over whatever it was that was taking me down during Fashion Week. I'm still struggling through it. So I apologize for the clearing of my throat regularly. All right, so we're going to start with the no-sew clutch. This is a project that I worked on during the pandemic, actually, because I taught a lot of sewing classes during the pandemic, and a lot of people were just looking for something to do. And for a while, you couldn't find a sewing machine. I think I probably got one of the last sewing machines from Joann's like March 12th, right when they were saying that you could come to the store and shop, but you had to pre-order online and then pick it up at the door. And I literally like met the sales associate at the door and bought the last sewing machine. So at that point, even though some of my students were able to do some of the sewing projects, a lot of new folks couldn't because they couldn't get a sewing machine. They didn't have one at home or what have you. So that's how I ended up coming up with the no-sew clutch. So that's the one project. And then we had a couple people that asked about taking a hat, and I had thrifted a different hat, and I love the hat so much I don't want to cover it. So I grabbed this one. It's still a wool felt hat, and we're going to try to cover it. I am thinking that we can probably sew the denim around the brim, but when you get in here, you probably have to hand sew. So we'll see. I haven't done it before. I'm going to do it for the first time with you guys. So yeah, if you're here, just say hi. Let me know where you're from. And we're going to get started on this project. So here's some samples of the clutches that we did during the pandemic. This one actually is lined with blue cotton fabric. The outside is denim. And then we used like some glue on stones to just give it a really kind of elevated look. And you can just see how this looks when it's got something in it. And it's a really nice clutch. And it's unique. So, you're not going to see anybody with anything like this. And honestly, if you tried to buy something like this in the store, easy $100. Like the time that it would take to do this, you would pay a lot. So to be able to make this yourself is pretty cool. And it's no sew. You can sew it. So those of you who are out there, it'll be pretty obvious how you could sew it, but it's a nice size handbag or a clutch. And it closes with a magnetic snap. So all of them close that way. This one, we did it with camouflage, but it was on the wrong side. These are actually from my students. That one's mine, but this was a different one. This one was kind of cut on the angle, and we used a little fabric over here. We did the frayed edges on the outside. This one we did in like an African print fabric, and then we did the denim on the inside, and put this little decorative piece that Joann's was selling for like 99 cents, probably even less than that. So I bought a bunch of those. And then this one is a smaller clutch. We didn't finish it, but it's also got denim on the inside and camo on the outside. So, I mean, just really like nice projects to work on. And because they're no sew, super easy. All right. Now, what do you need for this project? You will need to have some fabric, obviously. I prefer denim because a heavyweight denim, because then I don't need as much to build up the purse, because you don't want something that's super flimsy. You want something that's going to be pretty sturdy. There is a very heavyweight heavyweight interfacing that you can use. I forget the name of it, but I will think of it and I'll put it down in the description box. So on the inside of here, I did use some interfacing. So interfacing, I used denim, and then I also used cotton fabric. And that is what makes this really hold up well and last, and not like the edges kind of be flimsy or folding over or anything. Hi, yeah, I know. I forgot to let you guys know that I was going to be on this morning, just with Fashion Week and everything. I forgot to post about it. So I try to go live the last Saturday of each month. So just keep that in mind. The last Saturday of each month, I'm typically going to be on here live, but I forgot to post it. And so I apologize. So yes, it's a surprise. I'm here. All right. And so you do need to have some interfacing, a heavy weight fabric that you're going to use either on the inside or the outside to help give it the structure. So that's why these are holding up so well, because of the structure and what's on the inside of them and the fabric that is used. This one I forgot to show you. It's got, let me put my light on because it looks a little dark over here. There we go. I think that's a little better. So yeah, this one's got the fabric on the inside. So unfortunately, since it, after COVID, I pretty much used up all of the cotton fabric that I had. So I'm not gonna use cotton today. I actually have this really silky fabric that I used to make blouses out of. So I'm gonna use this in the project today for the lining. And I have some denim fabric that I thought was sitting right here on the table. It's not, but I'll go grab it. And then I love to use, and if you guys have been following some of my upcycle videos, I love to use this bias tape. I feel like it makes projects so much easier, cleaner, and neater. And so during the pandemic, I purchased several different colors of bias tape. I keep calling it seam binding. I mean, for me, sometimes it does end up being that, but I bought some basic colors, and I also bought like red and yellow and orange and stuff like that. I've since used those, but I think I got all of these. Some of these I got from Joann, some I got from Amazon. And they just come in handy, especially if you are working on like something that's really heavy and frays, and you can't necessarily run it through a serger. The seam binding or the bias tape works really well. So for this project, we're going to use the blue because we're going to use denim. At least I think we're going to use denim. I gotta look around and see where that denim fabric is. I know it's folded up somewhere, but I need to find it. So we're just going to put this to the side and finish talking about the rest of the supplies needed. And then I also have interfacing. This is fusible interfacing. You can get this pretty much anywhere, Joann's or any fabric store. I like to use this interfacing because it does not shrink. There are some other interfacings out there that, if those of you who used to sew back in the day, remember when you had to pre-shrink your interfacing? I used to have to put my interfacing in hot water and then put it in the dryer. And this was even before they had fusible interfacing. Yeah. I just probably dated myself. All right. And then another little part that makes it no sew. This is actually the reason it is no sew. And it is this fusible stitch witchery. And this is fusible on both sides. It comes in a narrow strip. I'm going to put this here so you can see it better. It comes on a roll, but there are these narrow strips. And this is what we use to make it no sew. Okay. Again, I will be sure to link these products in this video so that you guys will be able to purchase them. I'm just gonna, since I forgot to let you guys know that I was gonna be live, I'm gonna go on the community page and do what I should do and let people know that we are here today. There we go. So that's what makes it the no sew, is the stitch witchery. I actually found some really good brands of Stitch Witch. Sometimes they call this the gentleman's hemming because you only need to iron, you don't need to sew, and that comes in really handy when a hem comes out, and you don't have a needle and thread, or you don't have the time. You can literally just put this in between the fabric and the hem and press it, and this will hold up for you. Now, I don't recommend it for, permanent for your clothes, but it definitely comes in handy. Okay. This morning. All right, so who's all here? I see a feminine, you're here. Good morning, good morning. Where's everybody from? Are you guys, what projects are you working on? I like to chit chat when I sew. I like to hear about you guys and connect with you and, find out what kind of things you guys like to work on. And then if you think of something that you want to see in a later live, just let me know and I will figure out how to do it. But yeah, let me know in the chat your name, where you're from, any projects you're working on, anything that you're interested in seeing. Okay, so another we are live this morning. Okay. All right. Another thing that I like to add to the clutches, if I'm not putting stones on there or, something like that, then yes, I have a bin of brooches. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw one of my latest Instagram reels was the clutch that I made, and I used brooches all over. Some of those brooches came from my stash. Now, during COVID, again, I have so much stuff left over from COVID because I did so many sewing classes online. And that's actually why I started the channel, because we were set to start in-person sewing classes on April 1st of 2020. And March 13th or 16th or so, they said, we've got to cease all in-person gatherings for the next couple of weeks. So I was like, well, let me just throw up some classes on YouTube. And that way students wouldn't be behind when it was time for us to actually go back into the class. Well, we all know how that turned out. So during that time, I collected a lot of sewing supplies, notions, just all kinds of things. And one of those things was brooches, and Joann's was selling brooches like buy one, get one free. And when you buy them in bulk, the prices are even better. So you guys, you're going to be seeing brooches on like tons of stuff. Okay. All right. So anyway, these are a few. Most of these are by Hildy and Joe. So those of you who sew, you're familiar with this brand. But y'all, look at all of these. And then I even have one that has the Serenity Prayer on it. So I thought that was really nice. I did put this one on my clutch that you guys saw. But I've even got this really big one. This one that you guys see all the time. I put these all over a pair of jeans. And you all know how much I love butterflies. This one is like the inner workings of a watch, like watch findings on the inside of there. So anyway, this is also something you can add to your clutch. All right. Hi, Maria from Texas. Yay, I'm glad you're here. And Connie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, great. Again, check in the comment section. It is a little bit of a delay because I'm using StreamYard, and I use StreamYard so that you guys can see the sewing table while I'm working. All right, I am going to, I don't want to use that. I'm going to go grab that one piece of denim because we're going to start with that. And you do need an iron. That's the other thing, because in order for the stitch witch, there's an actual name for that, to, adhere to the fabric, it needs heat. You also will need an iron for the interfacing because this is fusible interfacing. Now, you don't have to use fusible interfacing, and you can also use muslin on the inside. That's another thing that will keep the clutch to hold its shape and be sturdy. And I would definitely recommend that if you're doing something out of like a silky fabric like this. As a matter of fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make the clutch out of this fabric. And as you can see, this is a very silky kind of flowy fabric. And we're going to use the muslin underneath. So the muslin that I have is a really, really heavy weight. It's not appropriate for draping, but it's appropriate for everything else. So I use this particular muslin for making patterns. It is very heavy, and I do have a video coming to you guys where I am upcycling a men's jacket, and I'm creating these little bubble like shapes in the jacket, and I am working using the muslin to create those bubble shapes to go into the jacket. So let me go grab the muslin. I'll be right back. All right, we got it. And I also found this. Show you guys. I have so much fabric, which is why it is important for you guys to sign up for my newsletter, because I will be doing several giveaways, but you have to be signed up for the weekly newsletter, because I don't want to try to do something through Instagram or some other way, because there are a lot of scammers out there, and I don't want you guys getting caught up in that, or thinking that it's me and it's not. So if you're signed up for the newsletter, then that way I have your information. I will randomly, I use a thing online, but I'll randomly select someone every month. And most of the giveaways are going to be fabric, fabric, notions, you name it. But this is another piece of denim that I got during the pandemic. Yeah. It's out of control, but This is like a light blue, a dark blue, an indigo, and then like a just kind of like a twill. So I also thought this would be really nice for a clutch. I think that would make a really nice clutch. I like this a lot. So I need to decide which one should I do. Should I make the clutch out of this one, this fabric? Should I make it out of the denim? Let me know in the comments. Whatever gets the most votes, that's what we're going to do. Let me go get my tape measure so that we can measure it out. All right, you guys. So I could not find, of all things, but we got something one better. We've got a big ruler. Okay. The denim. Okay, we got one vote for the denim. Thanks, denim, Maria. Denim. Okay. Everybody wants the denim. Okay. You guys seem to like the denim projects, period. So, all right. We're going with denim. So I will measure, because it's been a while since I did this. I can't remember what size. So I'm just going to measure this current one. So still, this one is 12 inches. Let's run over 12 inches. And then we've got, let's see, that's 13. 13, 7, so that's 20. All right. So your piece, let's move that over. So you need to have a piece that's going to be at least 20 inches long. So we're going to do this the long way. And I think what I'm going to do is just double it up so that, move this stuff out of the way, double it up so that it is more sturdy. And that way, when you open it up, you see the same thing on the inside that you see on the outside. And because bigger bags are in, I think we're going to go just a little bit larger or a little bit longer than the 12 inches. Yeah, we're going to a little bit longer. And because we're going to use the interfacing as well as the muslin on the inside. Oh, yeah, I sure can. Since we're going to use the muslin, that's also going to help it hold up really well, along with the interfacing. That's going to make it nice and sturdy. All right, so let's go a little longer than 13 inches, and let's go to 15. So we're going to make this a little longer than before. I'm going to just measure this out. So rather than cutting in the middle of one of these panels, I think what I'm going to do is extend it to the end of the panel. You know what I mean? Because I don't really want to cut it in the middle like that. I guess it doesn't really matter. So, all right, let's just go here. Let me put a pin in here so we can know where we're going to stop. It's fine. All right, so that's going to be the width. That's about 15 inches. And then the full length that you need is about 20 inches. And that's because it gets folded over and then it has to have a flap. Now, if you want a longer flap, like if you want a flap that comes down here and you also want to have enough room to have an actual, the inside. Okay. And you actually want to have, you know, enough room on the inside of the bag, then you may have to make it a little longer. But for me, for mine, I made this at 21 inches, but I'm going to take this to 22 and a half, just so that I can have a little bit more of a flat that will maybe come to right here. Okay. Let me know if you need me to go back and repeat something or try something over or re-explain something. All right, so we're going to go with the 22 inches to make it a little longer. And we're going to use our chalk pencil. Let me get everything in the frame. And this is nice because this particular fabric obviously is laid out very straight because of the seams. So I don't have to worry too much about it being uneven. It's funny because when the person in the store cut it, they didn't cut it straight. All right, so I'm using my chalk pencil. Got these off Amazon. Again, I will do my best to remember to link everything. And then I'm just going to draw my straight line. Hopefully you can see it. It's pink. Yep, you can see it. Pull this out the way. Well, I'll flip this over and then I will make the straight line over here. Okay. Line that up there and then do the same thing here. Oops. All right, so now we have the front side of the, oh yes. So originally my bag was 12 inches wide by 20 inches long, and that allowed you to fold it over like that. But I'm going a little bit wider to 15 inches and a little bit longer to 22 inches. So that's how big the pieces need to be. So the front and the inside both need to have those measurements. But again, you can make it how big or how small you want. You see this tiny one that I did. See how small that one is? I mean, I know you can't really tell on the camera, but this one is pretty tiny. So here's my hand. And this is the size of it. So if you wanted to make it a little smaller, you definitely could. I just want to do it bigger because I just feel like I like the bigger clutches. I really wanted to get that clutch from H&M, the real big, like burgundy one. I really wanted to get that. And obviously it was sold out like that. Okay, so now we're going to just cut this piece because I want to just get this out of the way. So I'm going to go in and cut along my line using these horrible scissors. I have yet to buy any scissors, you guys. That just really messed me up when I went in the store and those scissors were $80. So I was like, what the heck? So I haven't gotten back on Amazon to buy some new scissors, but I will do that soon. All right. Interfacing under there. So this is the one. Now see, this is how it will end up. That's what it'll end up looking like. Okay. And we'll do, like, I'm going to obviously embellish this a little bit and, you know, zhuzh it up because that's what I like to do. So that's one. So I'm going to take this extra fabric and put it out the way. And then I am going to bring my muslin in. And this muslin is very, very thick and heavy. So let's see. And I'm just going to use the piece that I already cut to cut the muslin. So I'm going to take this and put this right on top. And I think I'm going to use two pieces because I don't really have a lot of interfacing left, and I'm working on a project, and I don't want to go out and buy any interfacing. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 pieces of muslin on the inside. Okay. I'm going to do that. Okay. Hopefully that will stay right there. So we got 1, and then this is what I love about muslin. You just can tear it so easily. Now, I don't know if that's going to be completely even, but we will lay it out. All right, so I'm going to take the muslin and I'm going to double it up, fold it over. And again, this is not muslin necessarily that you use for draping. I don't think that it is appropriate for draping. It's very, very thick, very heavy, and it's not going to really simulate the fabric as much, but you can certainly use it for other things that may not require the exact level of kind of silkiness. All right, so I'm going to line that up there. And I do need to iron all of this so that we get the wrinkles out of there. All right, can you guys see that? All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut it. I lined it up with the selvage on one side, and then I just cut it with the other. And all right. So now we have to figure out what's going to go on the inside. And I don't know how I feel about this particular fabric on the inside. I do have some others. Let me go grab something else. All right. I found something else. All right, we still have comments. All right, we've got. Oh, you like the large bags too? Yeah, I do. I like the large bags. Okay. So I have this brownish stripe. Kind of silky fabric. I think I like that because I feel like it kind of mimics, you know, what's on the outside. So I think I'm going to go with this. I think I feel a little better about this. Again, I don't know if I finished my statement earlier, but I am doing giveaways every month to subscribers. And as long as you're subscribed to the newsletter, then your name will get thrown into the hat. And it's mostly going to be fabric, but sometimes it'll be like things that you can use for upcycling, different things like that. So it's in an effort for me to, like, I have 6 yards of this fabric. I'm not going to use it, but I think it's beautiful. I'm not going to use it. So I want to bless someone with it. And that's what I plan to do, is just send you like a box of fabric, and, or, maybe a box of denim, or maybe a box of whatever that you can use. Oh, yes, I see the full design. I silk it. Works. Yes, I do. I do, Maria. It's so sad. It's so sad and crazy. All right, so let's grab this. So this is going to be on the inside. I'm just going to take, so if you're lucky enough to get this piece, you will see a 22-inch piece cut out of it. But obviously you have 6 yards. Okay, so I think I'm going to run it the long way. Although the fabric itself, the selvage runs along the top of the stripe. So it's meant to be worn horizontally, like the stripes are meant to go horizontally. I wouldn't want that. I would definitely, if I use this for like a skirt or something, now that I'm looking at it, it's really gorgeous. Do I want to give this away? No, I am. I have a whole 2 boxes of fabric from right before the pandemic. I did a lot of shopping for fabric because I was making blouses. Some of you who've been around for a while or knew me when I was so frugal and so fashionable, I had a line of beautiful bow blouses, and that's one of the reasons that I have so much of this fabric. And I don't really do the blouses like I used to. So, and I figure if I ever do, I will just source other fabric. But right now, my goal is to just not have all this fabric in the house. All right, because this fabric is very silky and it moves around a lot, we're gonna use some pins. I'm notorious for not using straight pins when I sew, and it's a bad habit. I don't teach like that, but oh, you didn't know about the newsletter? Oh, yeah. Well, I just started back about a month ago, and it's so interesting because people were still going on the site, even though I've been inactive on that page for a long time. People were still asking sewing questions. Like, I'll get emails at least once or twice a month from people asking a sewing expert question, which is cool. I'm glad, people are still looking and people are still reading and still looking at blogs. All right, I'm just going to walk over here to the other side so that I can cut. I'm going to cut here. This is nice because it does have stripes, so I can stay on the stripe line. And then it's looking like I did not cut this very straight over here. Oops. But it's okay. We will even it out. See how bad these scissors are? They're horrible. And I made sure not to cut paper with them, but they're still not great. Okay, so now we're just going to finish up here. I did do 2 layers of muslin, and I did that because I am not going to use the interfacing. I need that little bit of interfacing to use on a different project. So here we go. And here we go. All right. So now I need to iron all of this flat. And even this up. So I'm going to fold this over. So this fabric is going to be on the inside of the clutch. Well, maybe it is straight. Maybe it's just my eyesight that's not straight. Okay. I think I just need to. There we go. Much better. So this is the lining of the bag, which I think is going to be really nice on the inside of there. And then the outside is here. I'm going to go grab the iron and my pressing pad. Yes, definitely, you guys, if you want to be one couple things that the newsletter does. Not only am I trying to do, monthly giveaways, but I also post there in real time. Like even on Instagram, I'll put things in my stories, and that's like it either happened that day or the day before. But like if something happened that week or that day, then I usually post about it in the newsletter. And so that just like during the Chicago Fashion Week, the day that I met Bagley Mitchka, I put it in there right away. I think you guys might have seen it later on in the community section, but the blog is a little bit more current and a little more detailed, a little more personal. So yeah. Joanne's location Chicago have the scissor person come out. They did, but recently they haven't. And I actually asked because I was like, you know what? Instead of spending $80, why don't I just get the scissors sharpened? And they were like, well, the person that we had, doesn't do it anymore, and we're trying to contract with somebody else. And there's only one Joann's that's near me. We used to have a few in the Chicago area, and now there's one near me, but then the other one is so far. Like, and y'all know I don't have a car anymore. So if I go, I have to make a special trip but yeah, and I heard that you could sharpen scissors by cutting aluminum foil. Does anybody know anything about that? It's definitely a dying job. Yes, along with a cobbler. I have a good cobbler here. I have been going to him for years. I take all of my stuff to him. Every year, I just drop a bunch of shoes over to him. And, it's just, it just beats, especially when you have a good pair of shoes. And y'all know I have one foot bigger than the other. So if I have a good pair of shoes, I'm not trying to get rid of them, or try to find another one. I want to get those shoes fixed. So yeah, it is rare to find someone that is good at either one of those, either one of those things. All right, I'm going to go grab, I'm going to grab the iron and the pressing pad for you guys. All right, we have pressing pad. We got the iron. If you all want a recommendation for a good iron, in my opinion, Rowenta is the best. In fact, I really like them because I bought an iron one year and something went wrong with it, and they fixed it for me for free. I just mailed it to them. They covered the postage. They got it right back to me. And this particular one, I've had this one at least 10 years, at least 10. I have another one in my sewing room as well. And that one's probably 15 years old. So definitely very good. So I'm just waiting for that to warm up. And we're going to first iron. How are we looking on time? Okay. Since I was late, I was going to spend an hour working on this and then switch to the hat. So we got a few more minutes left working on this. And then I will finish both projects in a separate video, like I did the bucket hat. We started working on the bucket hat here, and then I did a separate bucket hat video. You guys seem to like that too. All right, so now I'm just knocking the wrinkles out of the denim. Okay. That's good. And it's not very wrinkly, but I could use a little. And then the silky fabric, which was actually quite wrinkly. All right. So there we go. Now, we're going to treat all 4 pieces as one piece. And for that reason, I will need more straight pins. So I'm going to grab some from over here. All right, so the muslin and the denim are not going to give me much of an issue. Actually, I'm going to move this out of the way. So we're going to put the denim fabric on the bottom. Put the muslin, 2 pieces of muslin here on top. Just lining it up, making sure that it's even. I may have to trim a little of this excess. It's going to be important that all the pieces like perfectly match up, because when you put the bias tape on there, you don't want to have, you want to make sure you capture everything. All right, so I'm going to put this here. This is the inside. So at the end of the day, this is what it's going to resemble. So can you guys see that? So it's going to go here, there. That's what it's going to end up looking like. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the straight edge, and I'm going to use some straight pins. Put it together. What's going on? They have a sharpener that you can purchase. Oh, yeah, yeah. I have seen those. All right. So I'm going to just know it's a lot. It's very thick. So pinning may be a bit of a challenge. All right, so that's the top. I'm smoothing this over. Again, the challenge with this silky fabric is that it is silky and it tends to kind of move around a little bit. I'm going to put a pin here in the center to keep it from moving. Okay. All right, and so I'm looking at this, and the one side is looking a little uneven. I just try on a pair. Scissors did not work. Oh, what is that? What did you say? Jade, you tried the aluminum foil trick? Let me know what you tried. Yeah, somebody told me that years ago. I've never done it because most of my scissors are, unless they're like strictly paper scissors, I pay good money for those, and so I have never tried it. It's electric. That's the other thing that I'm thinking about buying, y'all, next is some electric scissors. Has anybody tried electric scissors? I think I want to try some. I think I want to buy a pair. Okay, so I flipped this over and see I'm a little uneven. I'm a little uneven there. So I'm going to go along this line and just trim. And basically I'm just trimming off the silky fabric, not the muslin, because that's in good shape. Okay. See how that silky fabric does? It just is giving me a headache. Okay. All right, so we're good on that end. And then I'm going to flip this back over. I'm going to trim this excess off here. And it has to all be even. All right. And then the last part that we'll trim off will be down here at the bottom. And we're just following the line that's already made here. All right. I think we are good. All right. So the first place we're going to put the bias tape is electric. Nobody has bought electric scissors. They seem to have some pretty decent reviews, so I'm kind of willing to try it. All right, I'm just looking at one that I did already. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to use your bias tape at the bottom and the top. Okay, so we're going to attach bias tape here and attach bias tape here. And the reason we're going to do the top and the bottom is because when we fold this over and then we attach the bias tape on the outside like that, we want everything that's already done to be inside. And it'll be more clear when we start working on it. I had to make sure that I was doing it the correct way because it's been a while. So you're going to open up the bias tape and you are going to basically sandwich the fabric in between. Okay. You're going to put it Hope you guys can see that. I may have to bring the camera down a little bit. Where's my stitch witch? And I will do this. I will repeat this step in the video so you can stop and start and pause and everything that you need to do so that you can follow along. Okay, I don't see my... Did it disappear? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. All right. Let me get my pressing cloth. I'm going to do one side with you now, and then the rest I'll do on the video. All right. So let me bring the camera down a little bit so you guys can see closely. All right. So you've got the stitch witch. I'm just going to take a little piece of it. And I have not done it with this much thickness before. So if you are doing this as a no-sew project, my suggestion would be probably not as thick as this. So this is somewhat concerning to me, but you know what? We're going to go with it and see what happens. All right. So I put Stitch Witch on the outside and the inside. And then I'm going to take the bias tape. We're opening it up and putting all of the fabric inside, pushing it all the way to the fold, and then enclosing it in there. So if you can see that, and then I'm going to take this pin out and I'm just going to pin it on top. Now what's happening, because this fabric is so much thickness, a little bit of the Stitch Witch is coming out, and you really don't want that because you don't want that to get on your iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that Stitch Witch down on both sides. This is making it a little bit more tedious, but honestly, the only reason that this is happening is because we have the thick denim and then we've got the 2 pieces of muslin in there. If you didn't have it, if you only had 1 piece of muslin and just the denim, you probably would be okay, right? So what ends up happening, and I'm just gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna come the rest of the way down and put Stitch Witch in there. So I'm just pushing it down a little further. Now, if obviously if you were to sew this, you won't have this problem at all as far as the Stitch Witch sticking out a little bit. But I'm going to use my finger and just push it in, and then I'm going to take my iron, iron it down. Iron. Okay. Keep my pin in there because I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. Now, if you are going to do this as a sewing project, and that's why I only made the Stitch Witch so long, you're going to take this bias tape and basically just put the fabric on the inside, pin it all the way down. We'll keep pinning it. like that. See, it goes right in there. Stick it right into the ditch, hold it over, and then pin. Okay. So again, if you're going to do this as a no-sew project, I would remove one of the pieces of muslin because that one piece is really what is making it difficult to close it up. But I'm just going to go ahead and pin this all the way down. When you get to the end, just cut it like that. All right, so that's this part. Now I will have to flip this over and I will have to go in and basically I'm just using the pin to push that down. And I'm going to press it while we're here since I got the other side good. Okay. Take this other pin out and use the pin to get that stitch wedge down in there really good, making sure that the fabric is all the way in the ditch. That's going to be important. And then I'm just going to press it. Okay. I'll go just a little bit further because I have a little more stitch wedge there. Put that in there and press. Okay. So this is attached. Okay. That is attached. The rest of this is pinned, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you. Whoops. So this corner is complete. Stitch wedge down on the top and the bottom. And again, that's going to go up this way. This flap is going to come down over. Okay. All right, so we're going to move on to the next project. Yes, aluminum foil. I tried electric scissors. I love them. So straight cuts, not a lot of curves. Got it. Okay, that's helpful. Yep, that's helpful. Okay, so hopefully you guys got that. And actually, it wasn't that bad. I shouldn't say if you're going to do no sew, don't double up on the muslin because you can get this to work. I mean, I got it to work. I think you just have to do the stitch wedge on one side first, then flip it over and do it on the other side and use a pin to slide it in. But just make sure that the fabric is meeting that ditch because you don't want it coming out. And if you have a sewing machine, you can go over the stitch wedge once you get it all the way down and you can just run a stitch across it. It's very easy. It's just one straight stitch. I shouldn't say it's very easy because I know sewing is not easy for everyone, but if you can sew a straight line, you can do that. And then so once you do the bottom and then you do the same thing at the top, then you decide how much you want to fold over the clutch, and then you will put your seam binding on the sides. This side, that side. In the video where I finish the project, I'll show you how to finish off your corners. And essentially, you guys, that's it. This is probably the easiest bag easiest clutch that you could ever make. Once you do the seam, the bias tape on the sides, because you've already done the bias tape on the top. So this one is already done. And then you do it on the side. Remember to do the sides before you flip it over. So you do the sides here. So this is done. That's done. You do the sides. Now, this is challenging as well to do the bias tape over here on the edges. Now I do have some larger, wider bias tape, and I think I'm going to use that on the outside. So when you guys see the video, you'll see that. All right, so we're going to move on to the next project because we only have like 30 minutes left, but hopefully you guys will try this. Any of the projects that I talk about on this channel, any of the upcycle projects, if you guys work on them and create them, please send me an email with a photo of you, and not a photo of you, but a you of the project. So if you make one of these clutches, send me a picture of it. If you make one of the outfits or upcycle, send me a photo, because in December, I want to try to put everybody's together and show them in a video. I want to show you guys. So show off some of the work that you're doing. Okay. So we had a request for a upcycle wool hat. So I've got this hat. The hat that I bought, I really like it. So I don't want to upcycle it. So I have this hat that I haven't worn in a while. I like it. I just haven't worn it. It used to have a little band around it, but it doesn't have the band anymore. It just has a little bit of the glue left. And I have not done this before, so this will be new. But I was asked about upcycling it, adding denim to the hat. Now, the only issue with this hat is that it is a little floppy. And so when you start to add heavy denim, it could weigh it down, but it may weigh it down in a cute way. So let's see. I'm just going to pin a piece here. And I would say you could probably glue, but then that would also make it heavy. You could sew the pieces around the flat side, but you'd have to glue the top, which would be okay. If the top is heavy, it's fine because the top is going to be on your head. So that would be fine. But if you put glue on the brim, it's definitely going to weigh it down. So I'm just going to grab some scraps and see what we come up with. I don't know if this is what you were thinking, but I immediately started thinking about how would I change a wool felt hat to a upcycled denim hat. All right, so I think that would look nice. No. How about this? How about we pin it? I just put a strip of denim on top. I'm glad you guys like that. All right, I'm going to put this strip of denim on top. And I'm going to pin it. And I might try to hot glue. I think I might hot glue it. All right, so now I'm just going to trim, flipped it over. Just going to trim around the edge. I probably should have made this so that it could fold over the edge, right? Am I going to regret that later? Let's see. Maybe. So I think that's nice. I'm going to put this piece here. Overlap. Nope, that doesn't go there well. I need a different size piece. And so this one might take a little more time because you want to get the pieces in there the right size. Okay, see how I put that in there and just kind of allowed it to lay up against the crown. All right, I'm gonna just pin it down. Try not to overlap too much just because of the weight. That's the only real concern I have about this project is the weight of the denim. Denim is really heavy. I made a denim dress. That denim dress I had on for Chicago Fashion Week, it was so heavy because I made all of those denim flowers to go on top. And every time I started adding more flowers, I was like, ooh. So I had to belt it and I had to put boning in it because otherwise it would have sagged. So I really want to use this zipper. I really want to use this zippered piece here. I really like that. I don't know if that's feasible or not, but let's see. Maybe the original hat color will add class to the hat. I'm working on a project just like these in the. Oh, great. Yeah. And I think the original hat color is perfectly fine. So I don't mind if some of it shows. Let me see just how heavy this would be. Yeah, it's sagging, but it's okay. Does that look okay? I don't know. I don't think I like that. I don't like it. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Maybe it would be better on top. I don't know. I do think that a smaller hat and a stiffer hat would probably be better. But I think this could work depending on your style. You know, if this is your style, then I think you should go for it. Make it work. And I find that I need larger pieces. Sorry, y'all. I am still recovering for whatever got me down last week. I just got my voice back like 100% yesterday. I find that it's still going in and out though. All right. So here is we're just really doing this more or less like patchwork style. So I really think this could work. Hang on, I gotta hold my nose. I'll be right back. Okay. I went and grabbed the hat that I originally bought that I thought I was going to do this on so you guys could see it. So I think something with a shorter brim. Oh, Thank you, Miss Social C. Maybe the original, yes. Adorable, very so. Okay. I just want to make sure I was caught up. So I do think something with a shorter brim would probably be a little better. And I think as far as covering the top part, you would definitely have to use glue. Maybe not hot glue, but some kind of glue. And my recommendation on glue so I use a fabric glue most of the time. Like when I did this here, this is a fabric glue. This gem tack is really good for that. And I have used this on other things, but I've used this on things that I've washed too. So I recommend that. So I would say, consider a Fabri-Tac glue. I was trying not to do too much overlapping, but I don't know if I can get around that. Because I want it to go up. I don't want to leave any gaps around the edges. Yeah. Don't want to leave any gaps around the edges. So I'll do that. And I don't want it to be too patchy. You know what I mean? Like too much patchwork. How you consider selling out your pseudo? Also, what do you think of Kelly and Beyonce's? I haven't seen them yet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see. You're talking about at the rally or the thing she did in was it Arizona? No, Texas. Right? Didn't she do something? Where can I find it? Beyonce, nope, that's not recent. Nope, that's not recent. Where can I find her outfit? Did she post it on Instagram? I love me some Beyonce. I like her looks. All right, I'm looking now. Oh. Okay, that's nice. I didn't see this. Have y'all seen this suit that she had on with the studs? I love that. I absolutely love that. It's an oversized blazer and it's got rows of like rhinestones all the way down. Okay, so that's one. I don't see anything on her page of what she was wearing. Oh, this is nice. I think I did see this one. I like that. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's a bold, really nice look. I've been trying to figure out what to do with this black tails jacket that I thrifted. And I think I'm going to add red to it. I think red is going to set it off. All right. I will take a look and see what it was that she wore. Yep, Houston Rally. Yep, I will take a look. I was so surprised that, well, not really. I guess it makes sense. I mean, it is Houston. Okay. So I thought I would see what this looks like. What do we think about that? Because I can clip the the folds and then just lay them over. So maybe let's try that. So I'm running the raw edge along the raw edge. And pin that. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You guys got to let me know what you want to see next month. I will post the date of the next live. It's probably going to be that Saturday after Thanksgiving. Well, you know what? I may not be in town. I don't know. I probably will be, but I'll have to see. Okay. So I pin that along the curve, and then obviously, okay, that's not working out well because it's causing, look at that. Look at that. That's not going to work. See, I'm working out all the kinks before you guys have to do it. We don't like that. We do not like that. That is not what we want. We want nice and flat. Okay. But what we can do is that. Okay. All right, so we've got this piece here. So we're almost done with the brim. But yeah, putting that raw edge along the raw edge of the hat doesn't work. Noted. Because it causes the hat to buckle. You don't want that. All right, so again, I'm just piecing in. Try not to overlap too much. Okay. And I really feel like glue is probably going to be the best way to go. Okay, so I'm going to pin this on the top side, but then I'm going to flip it over to trim the edge. All right. So we're almost there. And I'm going to cut this last piece. And then I'm going to be wrapping up in about, you don't want the original color. So I'm going to be wrapping up at about 10 o'clock. So you guys, if you don't tell me here, you got to tell me in the comments when I post the next live date what you want to see. You can send me a picture of it. You can describe it to me. And I will do my best. I will probably schedule the next live that Saturday before Thanksgiving, just in case I go visit my family in Los Angeles. If I go visit my family in Los Angeles, I might go live on that Saturday from a thrift store. So make sure you all have on your notifications because you don't want to miss it. I've been telling you guys that I was going to take you guys with me thrifting. And I have every intention of doing that. Oh, what did I just do? Okay. I really, really want to take you guys thrifting with me. Like while I am. I wish you could have been with me this past week. I am, and you'll hear it in one of my upcoming videos, but I'm a new Goodwill creator. And so I had to go in and do a little shopping and film. And boy, what time is it? Oh, because I got to post the reel soon. So the reel will go up shortly. I went shopping for workwear, office wear, and found some really good stuff. So anyway, that'll go up shortly. While I was thrifting, found a pair of Bottega sandals. Really nice. For the underside, I would say probably some kind of lightweight, maybe silky. Stiffen the hat first with glue. Oh, you mean like spread the glue on the hat first? So I think for this kind of hat, yes. For this other hat, I don't think you need to. I think when you don't have a large brim, the stiffness isn't an issue. However, let's see what this looks like because the look may be what we want. We may not want it to stand out. May want it to be a little floppy because it is denim and you kind of want to be able to see it. But I would say on the underside, I would think maybe like something colorful, maybe. I know you don't want to show the original color of the hat. Could you paint it? I mean, and it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. And it actually is nice because it gives that little kind of curve. And I think once it's glued down, I think that's going to be nice. But I see what you're saying. You can still see the underside. So I would think, like, I would either put like a silky or colorful fabric, like a bright orange or red or purple underneath, so that when you turn, you see that color like pop underneath. So I actually like this a lot. Uh-oh, my light died. I like it. I really, really do. And I like this dip. Plaid patch. Oh, yeah. That might be nice. I think that's a good idea, Miss Social C. I think depending on what you're planning to wear with it determines what you put underneath. Could you put denim? Yes. I would suggest like a lightweight denim underneath, but I think a color would be fabulous. And if you feel comfortable with sewing, then you can just stitch it. You can stitch it down because you can sew the brim. You just can't sew the crown because the way it's made. What do you think about it? Yep. To your session, I have the exact hat in red. Oh, you do? Yeah, I like this, you guys. I'm going to finish it in the video. I'm recording a video this week. It's a vlog, but it'll have this in there. I have a lot of events this week that I want to take you guys to. Stuff going on in Chicago. So let's see. So thanks for the idea, Feminine. I really appreciate this because I'm liking it. I could have worn this during Fashion Week. What? Have you upcycled an oversized men's jacket, adding denim to the bottom? Adding denim to the bottom. You mean like this? Hang on. So I have this jacket that is not finished. It is not finished. So this is a men's jacket. It is still a work in progress. The back of it is my favorite because I put a little butterfly. This doesn't go here, but I put a little butterfly patchwork on it. It's still got a lot of work left to do on it. But is that what you mean? Like a men's jacket and then putting denim like at the bottom? Let me know if that's what you're referring to. What kind of paint? Fabric paint. I don't want to go away again because I only got 5 minutes, but I do have, I do use some fabric paint. I'm actually using fabric paint on a men's jacket right now, and they don't sell it anymore. So I'm not going to link it. So I need to find some other fabric paint. I've also bought, what is the name of it? Oh my gosh. You know, you can go on Amazon and look for fabric paint, but I wouldn't buy a lot of it. You know, I would buy enough that you can try it out. The one that I use, I really like it. I can wash it. It wears well. I don't have to worry about it coming off. It goes on very smoothly. It just works really good, but they don't sell it anymore. So sorry about that. I will keep doing some research on it and let you know about how about seam binding. Oh, yes. You could use seam binding along the edge, but that still doesn't solve for underneath. I think having a pop of color up underneath this hat, I got to see what I have in my stash, but yeah. What kind of paint? Fabric paint. But yes, but on a live, I can do it when I finish this jacket. And once I feel comfortable with how it looks, then I will consider doing that on a live. If I can get that done, you know, before the live in November, yes. Do like the hat adding material underneath. I think that is a great idea. I agree. All right, so you guys send me ideas of things that you want to see me do on the live. I typically will start them on the live and then I'll finish them up in a separate video. Yeah, I'm loving it too. So I'm going to a fashion show tonight and I'm wearing, I think I'm wearing all black, but this hat has me rethinking my entire outfit for tonight. So since the temperatures dropped, I really want to wear that denim, that double the denim jacket that I made out of the 2 large pairs of men's jeans. I really want to wear that tonight to the show. I guess, but I don't know if the hat will be too much. I don't know. I had to think about it because in my mind I had planned to wear all black, and I'm thinking of wearing this black blazer. The back is cut out. It's an upcycle that I did a long time ago. I don't think I even did a video for it. The back is out, and I was going to wear this long black sheer skirt with these over the knee boots that I thrifted. So thanks for that. You're welcome. Yes, yes, yes. You have a great weekend too, Maria. All right, you guys. So that is it for today's live. Put your thoughts and comments the uh, in the in the description. When I post on my post about the next live, please send me your thoughts and ideas. I love Chicago. Would you consider a brunch? So actually, you guys, that's why it's important to check out the newsletter. When I make it to 20K, then I'm going to announce our meetup, which may or may not be in Chicago. But I would like to do 3 things. 1, take you guys thrifting. 2, do an upcycling class. And 3, a swap. You can swap clothes. You can swap plastics, not plastics. You can swap fabric. You can swap sewing notions. I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to give away. But I'm going to give you guys at least 3 or 4 months advance notice so that you can plan to come either to Chicago or Atlanta. I haven't decided which location yet. Obviously, Chicago would be easy for me, but I do feel like Atlanta has really good thrifting, and I have a lot of connections down there. And I'm also scheduled to do a show there in April. So it really depends. Now, if I don't make 20K by the end of the year, then we'll probably push it out. But that's the goal, to get to 20K subscribers on YouTube. And then we'll plan that. But that's what I'm thinking. We definitely are going to have a brunch. And I just want you guys to feel the excitement of the find, and I'm trying to come up with a really cool name for it. But I would love to meet you all and just have a chance to kind of share and see who everybody is on the other side. You guys see a lot of what I'm doing and what's going on. And I just feel like I really want to get to know you guys that way. So yes, Miss Social C, I am considering a meetup and thrifting. People seem to really like Chicago, but they also seem to really like Atlanta too. And then, Tammy is there. So she's going to come regardless if it's here or there. She's going to come that same weekend and hang out with us. So I think that'll be really nice. We're working on some stuff now. So I think you guys are going to really like it. We're going to get together and do some more thrifting and styling and stuff like that. So we've got some big plans for 2025. So we wanted to try it out this year and see what you guys felt about it. And it looks like people really like it. So all right, let me make sure I saw all the comments. Oh, my shirt is it says love and a little spool of thread. Joanne's had these shirts. They had all these different sewing sayings on them, and I bought them all. They were like $5 a piece, and I bought them all. And so I really like this. And this is my necklace from my collaboration with Miss Blue. They do these lab-grown diamonds. And I also have my initial from Miss Blue, which I really like. Whenever I wear silver, I wear that. This is an Indicra symbol that I got when I was in Ghana, I think. And then my butterfly I got when I was in Brazil. So earrings, Amazon ear cuffs. I love these little ear cuffs, y'all. I'm going to link them below in case anybody's interested in them. Earrings also came from Amazon, pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, I do think a pop of color with the, Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Really appreciate it. I love interacting with you guys, and I will see you back on the next live in the month of November. Can y'all believe November is this weekend? What the heck? So anyway, I'll see you guys in November, and I have a new video going up tomorrow. The video going up tomorrow is the blazer with the scarf attached to it that the model was wearing. She threw over the shoulder. It's got the buttons down the back. That video goes up tomorrow. If you're in the members only section, you guys have already seen it. So sorry, no video for you guys tomorrow. And then you may have about 3 videos next week because I have Chicago Fashion Week videos on top of the already scheduled videos. Have you showed how to put safety pins on a men's jacket? Oh, you did one that you have. So I have not done the video. I did not record myself doing that. And I'm like, what was I thinking? Not only did that thing take a long time, but I get so many compliments on it, and I did not record myself doing it. So that means I need to make another one. And I'll do that at some point. Yeah, and the placement is important. The placement is important because when you look at that jacket from a distance, you shouldn't be able to tell that it's safety pins. It should just look like almost like rhinestones or something like that. And when you get up close, then you see, the detail. So I'll work on that. I don't think I could do it on a live because it would take more than 2 hours. And so I try to only do like 90 minutes on the live. 90 minutes to 2 hours. So I think it'll take more than that. But yeah, definitely I will consider doing a video of that. Could you add crystals and beads to that jacket? Absolutely. You definitely could. And you guys haven't, wait, did I post that? Yes. So the video that I posted of, oh crap. Oh, the video that I talked about shopping my closet and putting outfits together. If you recall at the beginning, when I was at Bloomingdale's and the woman was doing the presentation, there was a light blue shirt with crystals attached to it. Do y'all know that shirt was $365? $365. So I thrifted a Charles Tirrett men's shirt. It was brand new, light blue. And I went on Amazon and I bought the crystals. They just came yesterday. Where are they? Where are these crystals? I refuse. $365 is ridiculous, y'all. It's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. The shirt is by ALC. Very good brand. I am not knocking the brand at all. But so now I can't find the crystals. But I will show you this shirt from Charles Twill. It is so nice. I took it to the dry cleaners. I had them starch it, but I ended up wearing it for the reel that you're going to see in about an hour on Instagram. And then I'll put it on YouTube Shorts too. But anyway, it was light blue like this. This is coming across very blue on the camera, but it's it's lighter blue. Anyway, this is by Charles Twill. If anybody knows anything about Charles Tirrett, these are very, very well-made men's shirts. Anyway, this is a size. So it's a little big, but it's a slim fit. So the slim fit, can fit a woman's shape a little better than a regular shirt. So I definitely say, check that out. Hold on, you guys. I'm looking for these. I don't know what I did with them. I had them last night. And I just wanted to show you guys. I may end up just showing them to you on the video. But anyway, I bought these little crystals, and they have a silver backing, so they really shine really nicely. They're so pretty, and I'm so upset that I can't find them because I want you guys to see them before we get off the video so you can go buy them. I'll give it the link in the description box. All right, I can't find it. And we're supposed to be off of here now anyway. And I have an event at 1:00 that I got to go to. But sorry about that. Listening from London. You're sewing. Yes, 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 yes. Yay. I love it when you guys are listening to me and sewing at the same time. When I'm sewing, I'm usually listening to a lot of our favorite influencers. I'm listening to them in the background, and I like it when some of them are just talking and not actually showing anything, because then I can just listen. But I like that. I love that you guys are watching and sewing. What time is it in London? It's like what, 5:00? 5 in the evening, or 5 in the afternoon. Darn it, y'all! Where are those rhinestones? You know it's gonna drive me crazy, right? I am not going to be able to rest until I put those rhinestones. Oh, I think I found them. This is what I get. Found them. Perseverance, y'all. Perseverance. You're in Alexander, Virginia. Yes. That's my old stomping grounds. I love the DMV. Love. You know what? I will. Oh, these are so nice, y'all. These rhinestones are as pretty as the ones on the ALC, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me show you. These are so beautiful. I hadn't taken them out of the package yet. Okay. Look at these. And I don't have, my light is out. Let me see if I can change my light so that you can really appreciate. These are so gorgeous. They look like the same stones that were on that $395 shirt. And so what I'm going to do, this is the shirt. I am going to sew these on and have my own shirt. And I'm going to post a picture of the ALC shirt. Aren't they gorgeous? They are absolutely beautiful. I was concerned they were going to be a little cheesy. These stones cost me like $8. The shirt cost me $7.99, so $8. And yes, I will have to sew these on. See, they come with little, see the little holes? I don't know if you guys can see that. They got the little holes. You can sew them on. And I can do this while I'm watching Netflix or watching some YouTube videos. And I just feel like this is going to be so beautiful. And I'm going to have that shirt that I want without spending $395. Because why? Why? Why would I do that? Now, we hope our little gift will bring a smile to you. Huh. They sent me a little gift. Let's see what this is. Would y'all ever want me to do a thrift haul? Look at what I got as a free gift, you guys. It's a little tree of life. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. So these are by Chit. I'm going to link them below. In fact, everything that I use today, I will put it in my LTK. Everything will be in one place, so you don't have to click one link after the other. They'll all be in one place. But y'all, I am loving these. These are going to be so nice. So I can sew them down. I can still wash this shirt without a problem. But these are gorgeous and they are going to look so nice on my shirt. Yep. Okay. Glad you guys like that. And then a lot of them come, it's like 48 come in a package. They come in this little package here. And they're different shapes. So you get a heart, you get like this pointed oval, you get a square, you get a pear shape, and then you get a round shape. And there's 48 in each package. So I bought 2 packages because I also, when I was in Bloomingdale's, I went by the rag and bone section, and they had a pair of denim jeans that had all of these like little stones around the pocket. Guess how much those jeans were? Guess how much? I'm gonna just give you a minute. That's why I bought 2 packages. I can't wait to see the new look. When I saw that video, I knew you'd be finding something to upcycle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whenever I go to like Bloomingdale's and Neiman's, I'm always looking for inspiration. Try a little higher, Mimi. Try a little higher. These people have lost their minds. You know, they have lost their minds. I'm like, what in the world? What in all the world? And then the girl, one of the girls that was there who was helping them with the presentation, she had them on. Okay, just a little lower. They were $5.75. $5.75. So no, no. The answer is no. So yeah, I will be doing that. And if I, so I know it's gonna, it's gonna be a little time consuming, but I don't mind. I got nothing but, I shouldn't say I got nothing but time. But while I'm sitting, oh, the newsletter. It is, I should know this, right? The link to the newsletter is jenrestylefashion.blog. So Jen Restyle. Whoops. Uh-oh. What happened? Now I can't see. Oh, there's the comments. Okay, here it is. Jen Restyle Fashion .blog. And for those of you just joining or joining late, sign up for my newsletter for a couple of reasons. One, I'm doing a free giveaway every month. It will either be fabric, notions, stuff you can upcycle, thrifted pieces, what have you. And then when we make it to 20K, I am planning a meetup. I'm going to do my best to give you guys like 3 to 4 months advance notice. It will either be in Chicago or Atlanta. And the only way you will get the information will be through the newsletter, because I don't want to just, put it out there like that until we get a little closer to the day. But I want those that are really serious about doing some upcycling, doing some thrifting, doing a little shopping. And we'll also plan like a dinner or a brunch. There will be some swapping. So start gathering up your things, gather up your stuff that that's good, but you don't necessarily use it. Like I have a box of fabric that I'm not even going to open before the meetup. I'm just going to bring the box of fabric to the meetup. And oh, you're close, Jade. $5.75. $5.75, Jade. $5.75. But there's a box of fabric that I have that I'm not even opening until we get to the meetup. So you all have a lot to look forward to. I think it is going to be super fun. It'll be so nice to meet everybody. And if you're in the members only section, we'll be doing our own separate gathering before we meet with everybody else. So in our members only, we do live upcycling each month. And then they also get videos, separate videos on either styling or upcycling. And then I also do a giveaway in the meetup, in the members only section as well. And then the members only get the videos before they're out as well. So a few little perks over there if you're interested. But yeah, that price on those jeans was ridiculous. Like, I know people have money to spend like that, and that's fine. No knocking. But I feel like things like that are like the jeans, I feel like are trendy, maybe a little fatty even. And what would I do a year from now with those? Who's going to want to buy them? I'm stuck with some jeans with some rhinestones on it that I may or may not still like. If I make it myself, I can cut those rhinestones off, still wear those jeans and put those rhinestones on something else and take that $550 that I saved and buy a new handbag. That's where my preference is. My preference would be to buy a new handbag for $500, not on a pair of jeans. When and where. So it will be in 2025. It will likely be in April or May. It will likely be in Atlanta or Chicago. I am participating in Atlanta Sustainable Fashion Week next year. And I also have a show in Chicago next year, both in April. So I will be scheduling the meetup around then. But if we don't make it to 20K by the end of December, then I'm not sure when the meetup will be. It'll be after we make it to 20K, basically. All right, you guys, I have stayed on here 20 minutes longer, but this has been so much fun. I really appreciate you guys, like interaction and feedback, your comments on posts. Those really, really help. The comments and the likes are what really drives the subscriptions. So the more you comment and subscribe, the closer we can get to 20K. So yes, you live in North Carolina. Great, 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 great. I love North Carolina. I really do. Yeah. So yes, and you'll be part of our pre-meetup as well, Addie, because I believe you are aren't you in our members only? I think you are. So let's see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Yeah. So yes, make sure to like and comment so we can make it to 20K. But yeah, this has been so fun. I just really appreciate you all so much. I really, really do. And especially those of you who are commenting and, providing feedback, because that really helps. And actually, some of you all send me emails, which I really like, because sometimes you'll be like, hey, what about this, that, or the other? And I read all my emails. I read all my comments. I read it all. Yes, I would love to meet. Yes, yes, yes. She will be there. She will be there. She just started a new job, so she's so busy now. I've been trying to get down to Atlanta for a weekend to just kind of do some stuff with her, and she is so busy. So we're working on it, though. We're going to bring you guys some more content soon. So yeah. Yay, 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 yay. Yes, please, please, please go back to those other videos and just be sure to give a like. This just really, really helps the channel. So again, there's a new video going up tomorrow. It's the video of the blazer, the men's blazer with the wrap that kind of throws over the shoulder, wraps around the neck. Oh, you're in California, Alicia. Okay. Yes, you'll have like a 3-month notice. So you can plan to either come to Atlanta or Chicago. So that video goes up tomorrow. And then the first Fashion Week video will probably go up on Tuesday, and then my regular scheduled Thursday video will go up, and then you'll get another video on Sunday. So the videos are actually already posted. They're already uploaded because I just needed to take a break. I was so tired from Fashion Week. I was so exhausted, and I just didn't have the energy to vlog or do much. I did vlog a little bit after Fashion Week, but I really started the vlog on Tuesday or Wednesday when I went to the BMW event. So, oh, Carrie, you're from Chicago, but you live in Atlanta. Okay, cool. So you'll be familiar wherever we end up doing our meetup. Yeah, I love that blazer too, Eddie. And I wore it to Neiman Marcus to meet Bagley Mitchka. And everybody was just like, oh my gosh, that is such a great jacket. I was like, okay, I got to make some more of these. And I'm working, I am working on figuring out how I can have some of these pieces, you know, not made to order, but on the rack so that, you know, if you want to buy them, then you can actually purchase the pieces. So fingers crossed, that's what's going to happen soon. Oh, thank you, Addie. Yeah. I worked myself so hard until I lost my voice. So I gotta get it together. But I'm so glad I'm ahead on like my editing and stuff like that, because that stuff takes so long and it just takes away from everything else. But I'm attending a wine tasting today at 1:00 and then a fashion show at 6. I have no idea what this fashion show is about. I don't even remember buying a ticket for it. I don't even remember. I have no idea. So anyway, my friend Regine, who is the owner of Shall We Wine, is hosting a wine tasting today where she's raising money for an orphanage. I will make sure to tag all of her information. She is a sommelier. She's one of the few Black sommeliers. She's amazing. She goes all over the world doing wine tastings and all these types of things. So definitely check her out. I've been recruiting my male family and friends for their suits, shirts, and ties. Girl, yes. Shout out to all my friends who give me their husband's suits, and all my friends who give me their jeans, and all my friends who give me their clothes. Sometimes they drop stuff off and they just leave it in my lobby and have my name on it, and I'll go through it. And sometimes I separate stuff out that I know I'm not going to use. And then I keep things that just are interesting. And it's stuff like that that I'm going to be probably giving away, because they're pieces that I know if you all got it, you all could probably use it. But I just don't have any more space for it. And I just feel like, you know, let me gift it to somebody who's going to actually use it. So definitely sign up for the newsletter. Thank you. I don't really wear it down often. And the reason why is because my loctician is splitting some of my locks. So what that means is some of my locks were really big in the back when I first got my hair installed, and I don't like the size of them. So she had to go in and split. And when you split, because that hair isn't locked, it makes it weak. So I can't really wear my hair down for like out and about, because the split will start to twist and turn and it pulls. So that's why you guys very rarely see my hair down. When she's done with the split, like for example, there's one over here that she split. And I know y'all are not here for the hair, but this one here. So this lock, she split and she cut it. Can you see it? She split it. See how short it is? But that was one that she had split and then she locked it. And so that part is fine. I can wear it I can wear it down, but the rest of my hair has not been separated. So it's split, but it hasn't been separated. And so that's why I can't really do the hair down just yet. I hope that by the time I reach my 3-year mark, she will be able to cut and separate, and then I can have a little more hair freedom. But literally, we've been splitting my hair for almost a year, and that's why you always see it up in a bun. Or I will braid it back and wear a wig. I'm also doing, I'm also have a sponsorship with a wig company. They asked me to wear one of their wigs, and it's a different color that I haven't normally done, but I'm excited about it. I like to, in the fall, I love to change up my look, and you'll see in the Fashion Week videos, I have 2 units that I wear. One is super, super old. Oh my gosh, that unit is like, it's got to be like, I think I bought it before the pandemic, but it has held up. So that product I swear by. And then my second one that you guys see, it's a straighter look, and you guys have probably seen it already in the post section, the community section. But it's a custom wig. So a friend of mine who is a stylist, and she does hair, but she also makes wigs. She made that wig for me. It fits my head perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Anyway, I've been trying to get used to it because it's a little different than what I normally wear. But I've been wearing it a lot lately. And then I have this new one from this other company, and I still need to cut the lace, and I still need to curl it and all of that. But that's going to come to probably a video next week. It'll be at the beginning of the video. So those of you who like to wear wigs and like to change your look up, I would strongly recommend the 2 products. Well, I'm only going to showcase one, but I'll talk about the other one in a separate video because I can't do that with the sponsorship. And then if you're in Chicago and you want a custom wig, I highly recommend Tasha. I forget the name of her business, but I will mention it. She does excellent work. Those custom units are not cheap, but this unit is probably going to last the rest of my life. Realistically, it is that good. The hair, the quality of the hair is amazing. The fit of the cap is amazing. The way she sewed the hair in, it's way better than what you see, what you buy. So that's why it's a little more expensive, but I love it. And especially when it's cold, it's really nice to have on a wig because my head gets cold in the winter time. So I like to switch it out. But once I'm done with the splitting, then I will probably wear it out more during the summer, because during the summer it's a little easier. The winter, the air is so dry and cold, and it just makes your hair brittle. And I do use oil on my locks. I know a lot of people are like, don't do that. But my hair is so thick. I'm not thick. My hair is so coarse that I don't ever worry about slipping. I've never had any slippage. Nothing's ever come unraveled. So I do use oil on my hair because my scalp is very dry. My skin is very dry. You guys heard on the video when I was at the beauty counter, the video where I'm talking about what to wear from my closet. When I was at the beauty counter, she was asking me, what type of skin do I have? Is it oily or not? And in the winter, my skin, it's like it just sucks up whatever moisturizer. So I did finally get back on my Estee Lauder regime. That's what I use on my skin after I wash my face. I use the Estee Lauder moisturizer. And then I also use that Clarins double serum. You over 30? You need to get that serum. That serum is going to get you right. It's going to get you right, and it's going to last you a long time. It's very expensive. It's very expensive, but it is worth it. I don't see no wrinkles. I mean, I probably wouldn't have many anyway, but yeah, definitely that'll get you right. So yes, hair is an accessory. It's part of my outfit. the hair is part of my outfit. So this hat, I think I wore with my hair down once, like that. And it's so cute. Like, it's such a look. So maybe I'll wear it down tonight. Probably not. I'll probably throw my wig on tonight, but I do like, and I love the fact that it has grown out so much over these last 2.5 years. So that's it, y'all. I have gone way beyond time. I have kept you all here long enough. Have a great rest of your weekend. Be looking for these finished products in a video, probably, if I can finish, maybe towards the end of next week. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you all for everything. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on videos, sign up for my newsletter. If you scroll up, I put the link to the newsletter in the chat. It is jenrestylefashion.blog. Check it out. That blog has been active for over 12 years. 12 years. And I've recently switched it over to Jen Restyle. It used to be So Frugal and Fashionable. So you can see how long I have been upcycling and sewing with classes and groups and stuff. So just so much fun. And I appreciate you guys so much. Mwah! All right, you guys. See you later.